It's the Nitro RC nerds here. John. Andrew is with one of his buddies hanging out. And so, speaking of which, we had a little bashing session today. We had the opportunity to take out what is still, to this date, my favorite car, the Losi 810, as well as probably my second favorite car, Hyper 7, which is Andrew's favorite car. Unfortunately, the HPI Savage throttle servo is out on it, so I got to fix that. Anyways, what this video is about is, can you believe it that today something actually came apart on the Hyper 7? My goodness. And what amazes me most about the fact that something happened on here, I'm not sure if anything broke, we'll take a look, but the dog bone came out, is the fact that the Hyper 7 is without a doubt the toughest vehicle that we own. It's obviously tougher than the Exceed Forza. It's tougher than my beloved Losi 810. It's tougher than the HPI Savage 4.6. It's definitely tougher than my Hot Bodies D8T. Now this thing up here, the Losi 8 2.0, that sucker's proven to be pretty dang tough, so we'll see. But in my opinion, this is the toughest ready to run, if not the toughest nitro vehicle on the market today. And so this video is what to do if suddenly your gearing doesn't work. You can't drive forward and you can't steer, and it turns out that after some inspection you found out that, as you guys can maybe see here, you popped out a dog bone. It's specifically for the Hyper 7, although this is pretty much the same for any car. I have no idea what happened, but we're going to find out together. Okay, so first things first, in a situation like this, I almost look at it like a crime scene, right? I don't really mess with anything. I just take a look at exactly what has occurred. And if you can see here, it's that this dog bone has come out from its diff cup. So now we figure out why it came out. And at this point, I can't figure out what that is just by initial observation. In fact, I can't even physically get it back in, no matter how much I bend the A-arms or affect the downstop or anything like that. So this is going to be interesting to see what happened, why this came out. Really now, the only thing to do is start taking it apart. And one tip I can hopefully give you is, back in the day when I'd wrench on my cars, what I would do is take the screws off and put them in a bowl or something like that. But what I've learned is, if possible, when you take them out, put them right back into like the screw hole in which they went in. So for example, my shock tower right here, what I did is I unscrewed it, took it out, now I'm just putting this back in there. And what that does is obviously prevent you from losing any of your screws, and it helps you remember which ones go where, because if you get too deep into this, I mean, it's very difficult to remember. So at this point, you can see here, I've just taken the shock off, and still, I don't see any reason why this thing would have come out. But we'll figure it out. Now at this stage, I've taken off, pretty much what I needed to get it back inside of the drive cup. I've not seen anything that indicated why this would have occurred. I mean, all the parts are tight, nothing's broken. The only thing I can think about is again, the downstop might be a little bit too low, so I'm probably going to adjust that. So yeah, guys, that's it. Pretty boring, huh? Not sure what to tell you other than it just came out, and I'm going to chalk this up to being some form of a freak accident or something, because I cannot see anything on here that is defective or that would have caused it to come out. I mean, and I'm talking, we have run this thing through the mill and back. I mean, I've taken it to the woodshed so many times, and this has never happened. So all this does is make me very, very eager to go out and take this bad boy out and bash him some more and see if anything else happens on it. Other than that, God, I love this car. Bashing is so much fun. If you don't have one, get yourself a Hyper 7. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.